Good morning. Hello, it's Kathy here from Wellside Retreats. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm just setting up. Caught me in the middle of, I caught myself in the middle of setting up for today's journaling session. Um, so we come here on Thursdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. If this is the first time you've seen me just pop up on your screen, welcome to Journal with Me. We write here in community. When I say write, we journal. We take what's on our minds, our heart, um, in our spirit or soul. We use a journal, paper, pen, paintbrush, canvas to document what we are feeling at this moment. This in the mornings when we meet. And journaling is a practice to help you gain clarity, focus, self awareness, self observation. It is a personal practice um, for you to write about yourself. So, welcome to Journal with Me. Welcome to my YouTube channel because we stream from YouTube. And if this is something that you like, do me a favor, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Now, how was this all? You know, why do I promote journaling? Well, I believe what has happened for me, my own experience, and there's anecdotal evidence that when you journal, um, things happen for you. So if you take a note for yourself to remind yourself of something, or to write about something that you've witnessed or experienced, um, those help kind of document where you have been and where you may be going. And things happen. If you were to write a to do list in your journal and you did them, things have happened. You have moved forward. So that's just kind of a simplistic way of describing the benefits of journaling. And hopefully, you know, you'll take note of that once you start practicing. Once you start practicing journaling as well as meditation, any of these wellness practices, you practice them over time, just like you would practice playing piano or guitar, or running, jogging. You things happen over time, and I believe in transformational change, especially for women, Black women, um, who are over 50 or 50 and over, um, who somehow feel stuck, even though things around them are changing, um, and they haven't moved, haven't haven't felt that they know how to make change in their lives. Um, Through journaling, you can do so. Yeah. So, good morning, Nicole, LaShawn. Good to see you here. First one greeting me this morning. Thank you and welcome back to the community. Um, and so, yeah, Nicole has been uh, practicing in the community group here live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I appreciate you for coming in. Dr. Donna, great to see you here with me. Donna is the art appraiser, Dr. Donna, the art appraiser. Glass half full. Wow, up early from the West Coast. Yes, yes, good to see you. It is early. I appreciate that. Sometimes we do wake up early, and I'm glad to be here when you are either fully awake or you've rolled over or you decided that you were going to try this morning. Thank you for that. I appreciate you for spending some time with me, but also taking time for yourself. Okay, so we get started with 20 minutes of journaling. We're going to uh, first check in with ourselves, and checking in, we kind of observe how we rolled out of bed, how we've been doing since we've been awake or conscious. Um, and um, yeah, there's a scale, so to speak, of bad to good or great. You're not feeling, well, whatever word you want to place on how you're feeling to describe how you're doing right now, is what you do. Um, and then let's just take a moment, give you a moment. Now, if you've come up with how you're doing today, right now, um, I invite you to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Right? Why are you feeling gloomy? Why are you excited? What has caused you to be the way you are this morning? You can take that note into your journal if you'd like, or just keep it tucked away somewhere for yourself. But I was just speaking about change, and you may notice that how you feel right now and the reason you are feeling the way you're feeling will, in fact, change. It could change, halfway through this live stream, or it could change later today, or, you know, how are you, how you are doing it now may not be the same, of course, later on. As we know, change is inevitable. And if you know that change is inevitable, the good thing about it, if you have that knowledge, is that things may change and come to you, but you may be ready for them, right? When they come and they change, whatever it may be. You may be, it's like bring it on. You may be ready for whatever comes your way, you know? So, and I'd like to say that if you know that things will change and you can manage whatever comes your way, it makes it easier for you to be at peace with change, right? Yeah, not fretting about things as they come. It's okay to be fret. Do the fretting. But if fretting is not, you know, making you feel better, just kind of let it wash over you, right? Wash, let it move, go be at peace with it. And of course, there are different degrees of letting things go. The thing, depending on the thing, the event, the experience, the happening, circumstance. And we all handle things differently. But if you know that change is inevitable and it could happen at any moment, um, yeah, let it be, as the song goes. So we're going to start with a cleansing breath. If you have not made yourself comfortable in your seat, in your bed, on your floor, wherever you are, um, let's let's uh, let's get comfortable. I'm gonna pull up my phone here. Let's get comfortable in our seat, and let's take 3 cleansing breaths. We'll be inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and I'm going to just go for it. You can follow me or do this at your own pace. Inhaling through the nose, the eyes closed or your gaze downward, lowering your shoulders. Your shoulders are not up by your ears. You're sitting straight but not rigid. Inhaling through the nose. One more time. And the last round. Gently, slowly blinking, your eyes open, looking around, getting now comfortable, even more so, right? And we'll get started with the sound of the Ambu timer. Okay. And it's a low tone. It vibrates quite a bit. You'll notice if you can hear it. Try not to make it too loud. And we'll journal for 20 minutes. And then when you hear the small chime of the Sakya, after 20 minutes, that will be the end of the session for journaling. And we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit. All right, let's get going. Happy journaling. Okay. So, how are you doing after the 20 minutes of journaling? I hope you've discovered something new about yourself through your writing. As we write in free flow, I didn't talk to the newcomers, anyone new who are seeing this or in replay. If you see this and you're wondering, well, what are they writing about? She didn't talk about a prompt. We spend time writing in free flow mode or stream of consciousness, so to speak. Whatever comes up onto the page is how we spend this time. I think it's really important for everyone to write what's on top of their mind, especially early in the morning. Um, it's a lot that our subconscious have been dealing with um, when we're asleep or at rest. Um, Hopefully, you were able to rest well last night, have good dreams, or um, your dreams didn't keep you awake. Um, but if they did, um, you could write about them, write about anything. So I hope that was good for you. Um, Before coming on today, as I was readying myself to come on live, I was doing a little decluttering. I do that in the mornings, um, getting ready for a big move, a big change, and ridding myself of things I don't need, I don't want, things that I have not even touched uh, the last, I don't know, could be many years. I'm uncovering. I haven't even laid eyes on for, I'm going to say, it could be anywhere from maybe 10 years. Yeah, that I have not opened up a um, photo album. Yeah, from my early years of childhood and teenage years when we were going around taking pictures with our little Instamatic cameras from from high school. I mean, I have, and the photo albums are brown. The gum on them to hold the pictures in place is not holding anymore. So the pictures are sliding. That's how old some of my photo albums are. And yeah, it's been uh, it's been really interesting going through them. And so I actually wanted to show you something because I was very intentional this morning about throwing things away that I didn't need or wasn't going to be useful for me as I move. And I found my high school graduation pictures that were in a kind of a portfolio frame where, yeah, it folded together. They took different pictures, different shots with different drapes. Yeah, that. So I took all the shots out and discarded the frame, um, the framing, the portfolio, whatever it is, and I'm going to disperse these shots to you know my my children. I'm not. I don't, probably won't keep one for myself. If I do, it'll. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I do know that I'm going to give these to some people who might find them funny, and they can put them in their photo album that's still sitting on the shelf somewhere. So this is the picture I'll share, and what I really wanted to do was to ask you, where's your high school photo or a photograph of yourself from graduation or a picture of you from high school? Where is that? Is it, some people frame them and keep them on a shelf or, you know, displayed. Um, I did that for a while, and then I was like, then my children were born. I replaced my photographs with more of theirs that were displayed, especially high school things. I did have my prom picture out for a while because I liked it. That was kind of weird. Then I don't know where that is anymore. It's probably in one of those books. But this is the picture that made the yearbook. That's me in 1980. I graduated in 1981. Okay. So my daughter says that, Mommy, the you guys back in the 80s look like older women with your hairdos. Kind of is true. But that was kind of like a little, I don't know what that was. I went to a new hairdresser that day right before I went and got my picture taken. So that was that pose that made the yearbook, and this is a picture that I gave to family, friends and family. Okay, so that was I was uh, 17, and so my daughter is right. I kind of look more mature, but very still young. But that was very serious pose. Um, this one makes me look a little younger. I don't actually like this hairstyle. I don't know. I never wore my hair like this before I took these pictures, but this woman did my hair. So that one makes me look a little younger, right? Because I'm looking down kind of sheepishly. And then they said to bring something to change in, kind of like street clothes. And I had just gotten this sweatshirt that I thought was so cool. And I was a big Prince fan, so purple was the color. Look at that snow. I was in the snowy mountains, right? That background. Yeah, there's another one, kind of smiling. This one is a funky little smile, right? So I'm starting to look younger when I start smiling, not so serious, I think, right? But the hair looks so weird. I don't know. That one, that one makes me look younger because I'm fully smiling, right? Okay. And then here's the fur, the faux fur with my pearl. Yeah, yeah. Glamour pictures, right? With the faux. So so that's what I found decluttering this morning and decided, yeah, I've got to do something with these. Um, yeah. So where are your pictures? Where are your pictures? Where are they? Do you display them? And do you like, you know, how your hair was? Do you like your pictures? Um, when I first got them, I will say I wasn't so happy about how my pictures came out. But I was like, well, that's me. It's still me. So I kind of got used to them. My mother and father both have these proudly displayed, and yeah, they're proudly displayed in my parents' home. And I know my sisters have At least my middle sister has one of those somewhere. She's the collector of family pictures. But yeah, it really surprised me that I hadn't seen these in a long time. Sometimes you even forget that you take these pictures. Um, well, thank you guys. I appreciate the compliments. In the very nice. My high school pics is my family album. I don't like it. Hair a mess. I display 4 generations of family member pictures throughout my house. Okay, very good. That's really good. Yeah, yeah. When I was in my I call it my big house. We had pictures all over in the living room primarily, but also in it's only really 2 generations. Well, no, there's all kind. Yeah, four. I would say 4 generations also. Yeah, throughout. Now, not so much because of the space. My space is smaller. You notice that I have some pictures above me, and those are just my children, and those are really candid shots that I took at the beach, and I really like them, um, kind of natural. But their graduation pictures are, particularly my daughter who took all of the graduation pictures. My son, not so much. He did not like taking pictures, and I only have proofs of his that I'm holding on to, because he did not like taking pictures. So yeah, it's like we don't have an account of his pictures. So yeah, my so I know what I'm going to do with them. And then I found a picture of me after I had my son, my first child, in winter, February, and and after when spring came, we kind of traveled around with him, feeling we can get out and get some new fresh air. So this is a picture of me. I started wearing my hair really short, had a little afro, and this is me in Washington D.C. springtime after kind of thawing out in the springtime and pushing him around the cherry. It was cherry blossom, and we went. We lived in Baltimore and went down to D.C. and yeah, that's that. I like that picture because it shows how I looked and actually felt after uh, being cooped up, but also working and going to school, finishing my last semester of graduate school, and just wanting to be out. And that's how I remember that. So pictures provide um, a, a a memory, but also a time frame of how you were doing, feeling, what you might even be thinking, what you thought at the time, if you can remember. Um, and I wanted to share that with you. On Tuesday, I spoke about uh, just briefly before signing off, logging off, about the woman who created this artwork and these words. Here's to growing and encourage each day. And I mentioned her name of Morgan Harper Nichols. And when I got this, I just really liked the colors. I liked the words that were put on here. Then I looked at the back, and it had her name, Morgan Harper Nichols, with an X, and then Fringe. Fringe is the publisher of the journal, but she is the designer of the cover. So I did my little, got on the computer and who is this Morgan? And then, silly me, I actually looked at the back of the journal and saw that this is an artist series of this. And there's Morgan right there. She's a black woman, a brown woman, who is, um, I'll read this. Morgan Harper Nichols, also known as MHN, is an autistic artist and poet whose work is inspired by real life interactions and stories. Huh. And I said, she's based in Atlanta, Georgia. Morgan's work is inspired by stories, conversations, and everyday life. Morgan is the creator of the Storyteller app and shares her work online on a daily basis, reaching over 2 million people across platforms. Wow. So I found this just after I had got on the computer to find her information. All of her information was here. And I like doing this because I I like doing kind of like the research on the background of creators. And this was a big find for me, I think. Um, and her story is basically that she found out that she was on the spectrum at the age, at an older age when people, I think she was 30 or something like that when she found out that she was on the spectrum. And hence understands now why she has done the things she's done, had experiences that she's had, has been who she has been based on the, I guess, a label or condition or whatever you would call it. Um, Her behaviors have led to her being artistic and creative. So then I looked into her app, and her app is a wonderful app. We talk about the apps that we use for meditation, uh, for sleeping, for journaling or whatever. Well, she's got an app called the Storyteller app, and it's really beautiful. I have not downloaded it. I'm thinking of doing a trial for it, but I did go to her website and learned more about her. She's published some books, and she's published books that have words and pictures on them. And um, they're very inspiring. And so her app does the same thing similarly, but you can journal in her app. So that's why I wanted you to know about her. I'm getting ready to put her information as a resource to you. I get nothing for it, but do like to share things uh, when I find them. And let's see, you all can also go to her website and see what you so choose to look at. There's her. I put that in the comments. Good morning, sweet morning to you, Creative Living with Anisha. Thanks for joining us again today. I appreciate you. So yeah, Morgan Harper Nichols. I'm writing in a journal. The cover has been designed by her. This company evidently decided they wanted her artwork to grace their journal. I will say Fringe's journal has very nice paper in it. It has a string bookmark, and yeah. But congratulations to Morgan Nichols, uh, Morgan Harper Nichols, Morgan Harper Nichols, MHN, for doing for getting her work placed on a journal. So pictures, words, um, that is another thing that, traveling creatives do is journal, travel journal, and then stick their pictures that they've taken for as they travel, excuse me. They put them in a journal and then write about what they've seen, what they've experienced at this location. So that got me to thinking about all the different ways in which you can journal today. You could take these pictures. I could take these pictures, put them in a book, you know, and write my own book based on the pictures. Why 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 this is an important picture to me, So there are all kinds of ways to journal, to use journaling. Um, um, all of them, I would believe, would be therapeutic. Um, they're creative, and who knows? You could write a book based on your photographs. You know, this month, uh, next week would have been the month, the event, the uh, retreat that Kat McDonald and I would have been doing, which was canceled. But we had a creative who was going to do art journaling uh, for the group, and her name is Dara Herring, and that's I'll put her name in the comments. You can find her on Instagram, and she is a painter, and she also does art journaling for herself, but also it teaches other people or has workshops um, for art journaling. And so I'm really kind of, you know, sad that we aren't doing that, but we made the decision. I think it was a good decision for us. But Dara Herring also does art journaling. If you are a creative or want to try to get into doing something new and different, that's pleasing to you, makes you feel, you know, good. You want to explore another hobby. I was talking about newness, doing something new. That was a prompt on Tuesday. Maybe art journaling is for you. Maybe doing something along those lines would be pleasing and make yourself happy, um, and joyful. Um, if you want to try something new, take a step, and you never know where things will lead you. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and hopefully it is Thursday, and on Thursdays we normally affirm ourselves. Before leaving, you might want to make a note to affirm yourself. Think of a positive, powerful statement that um, is uplifting for yourself. I did that while journaling this morning with you, and my affirmation is basically based on my my writing practice. I am writing more, giving reverence to writing for publication. And so I'm writing to publish as well as journaling, but writing to publish on a daily basis now. I'm in community with new and experienced writers and authors who some have been published, and that is where I am moving towards. So I affirmed myself today by stating my powerful positive statement: I am a great writer and storyteller. My success in publishing my writing will be realized in the near future. Yeah, so those were my powerful, positive statements about where I want to be and where I am right now. What can you affirm positively and powerfully for yourself today? And if you want to do that, I would encourage you to do it and, yeah, move throughout the day stating and affirming, continue affirming yourself with your positive statement. So, um, does anyone want to leave us with anything? Have a question? Want to share what's on your mind, what's on your heart? You can do so. But if not, I understand that it is now 8:30 and we spent an hour together. Um, and we spent an hour um, on the West Coast with glass half full very early this morning. I appreciate you all for coming by and spending time journaling with me and journaling for yourselves. So, Nicole, I appreciate you. Dr. Donna, I appreciate you. Glass half full. Thank you for joining us in community and creative living with Amisha. Amisha, thank you for coming by. I will be back on Tuesday. All right. And you all have a great weekend. We have on the East Coast a partial solar eclipse. And I believe Vermont is the place to see it best. So I will not be traveling to Vermont, but just to know um, that, there's an eclipse coming and, we're experiencing lots of rain on the East Coast over in Western Europe, Portugal. There's been lots of rain also. Down south, my mom says it's been raining down here. I can't go outside. So, yeah, there's change happening with the seasons changing also. So, lots to experience, explore, take note of, right? Take note of, make a note, and see how things move forward in your life. Yeah, baby girl 1920. All right. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you are seeing this right now and have joined me live, we'll be um, we'll be logging off shortly. But be sure to watch it on replay, and do me a favor. Please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. For anyone in community right now, please like for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Um, and ring the notification bell. When you do that, you're being made aware that a new video has come up. I also put down in my journal today 4 YouTube ideas uh, for um, for 4 new videos. So those will be coming out. Um, yeah, and you'll be seeing and hearing from me on my recorded videos. In the meantime, have a great weekend. I wish you well. Sending much love to you. Sending much love to you. And I'll see you on next Tuesday. Take care. Be well.